Hey, y'all. So, as most people know, I just purchased my first single family home recently. And I'm going to give you all a little life hack for today. So, I don't know how my shirt's caught in my zipper. Come on, Drea, we got to do better. Anyway, so I had a mouse infestation. Didn't know it when I bought the house, nothing like that. Nothing came up from pest control. Saw spiders, that's about it. And after moving in, the next week, I found mice in my closet eating my dog's food. So, immediately I jumped on it, got some sticky boxes and some sticky pads and some mouse traps and stuff like this. Like, I really was trying to avoid using these. But these seem to be the most effective. So if you have a mouse problem, get you some of these little Tomcat snappers. Unfortunately, it kills the mouse. So if your person just like, oh, I don't want to kill any animal, you could try the trap boxes or the sticky pads. Probably the trap boxes. Let me just tell you what, sticky pads, they die on those too. But the trap boxes that they don't die in, they actually don't even mess with them or go in them. I've had trap boxes out for a long time now, like over 2 weeks now. Not one touch of them. So my suggestion, let me show you what I mean about the trap boxes. Give me one second. So these are the trap boxes. And these are the ones where you can catch them and throw the boxes away, and then it will release, the mouse back into the world where they can go do whatever they want to do. Now, unless you stick peanut butter in here or something, they ain't coming for these blocks. Let me just be real with y'all. I'm trying to see how you even open this dang on thing so I can show y'all what this block even look like. But they not coming for this thing. They don't like it, apparently. At least, well, I have field mice. So, at least field mice do not like this. Maybe something else does, but not a fan of field mice. They don't like these things. So, my suggestion is if you're going to use these, let me show you the trick to what I do and what's been working for me this past week. I've caught 4 mice now. Let me show you what I do. So I can get these traps. I didn't want to use these originally. So I was like, oh, I don't want to get a snap. I'm going to pick it up, see it moving around, all the other kind of stuff. But I get these, and I get a food that we don't eat in our house because my son has severe allergies, which is peanut butter. I get a container of peanut butter. This is my mouse food. This is what I've been using. Now, my pest control, I did hire somebody from pest control. He came in last week, laid traps, closed off all the openings, which you should do. Make sure you do that. Just doing it on your own is not enough because they can keep coming in. So hire pest control to come find out where they're coming from and close off those openings. So then you're just stuck catching the ones that are currently in the house. So thus far, y'all, because I saw little mouse droppings around my windows in my living room, my dining room area, and a closet where I keep the dog food and extra storage stuff, like food items that they haven't touched any of the food, just the dog food, because the dog food was down on the floor. So I bought a container for, first let me talk about the precaution steps to take. Get a pest control to come close off all the openings, put out the boxes outside, spray for insects and so forth so the mice don't have insects and things to eat. Clean your house, pick up as much as you can. Granted, y'all know I just moved in, so I got boxes still all over. So I'm still working on that. A few more boxes left. And that aside, like I keep cleaning up behind the mice, droppings, everything. One is you don't have contaminants in your house. And that's why you don't want them to get in your food. If they eat anything, you want to be very cautious not to use it because of the contaminants. So what I did was I noticed my dog food bowl bag had a hole in it. So I took it immediately, put it on a high metal chair because they won't bite through metal or mess with metal really. So I put it on a high metal chair and just left it there for a day and tried to figure everything out, put some sticky pads down. Excuse me, I'm tired. And these boxes caught nothing. Sticky pads caught one. Then my pest control came in last week and he put in, these and sprayed the whole house and did his thing and closed off openings and so forth. And so today cleaning up, I just caught another one. So let me tell y'all, I have caught 4 mice total now, and none of them were really caught. One was caught with You know, pest control, they come with this little black food, biodegrade food stuff that they put on there. And that caught one. Now I have one under my sink, one downstairs, a few other places. I haven't seen them catch anything. But this here, y'all, this peanut butter has caught two now. Three. Two now. Because I think I caught, was it 4 or 5 that I caught? Caught one on a sticky pad. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I caught 4 total. So 1 on a sticky pad, 1 with the food from the pest control. Sorry, I'm tired. And then 2 with peanut butter on these. So I'm going to go ahead and put the peanut butter one back out because statistics shows me that peanut butter is most effective. Now, how do you do these without hurting yourself? You just pull this back. Once you pull it back, you hold it down. Hold it down with your hand, right? You got the peanut butter on this part. And it does hurt a little bit if you get caught in a snap. And then you just put this, the metal piece, the little loose swinging metal piece, right here under this little hook. See, there's a little, let's see. It's a little tongue piece right there. You want to get it hooked in there. Excuse my dry hands and like a nail polish. But once it's hooked in there, you got to tilt it up a little bit, right? So it stays. And then what happens is the pressure from the spring comes on too. And it locks in there. And that's it. All right. So now you got it. You don't want to put your hands anywhere on that plate afterwards because you will catch your hand in the snap. So when you get them, you just push into the back of the closet where, you know, they think they'll be being discreet and nobody sees them. So they like the little closed-in closet. Let me show y'all what I mean. So this little closed-in closet is like their favorite little hideout space. Right there. So you see I have poison food down and everything. Because, you know, they take the food back to their nest. You want them to kind of kill the nest because if you don't, you'll have an infestation forever. All right, so I just push it to the back of the wall like that. And then I take my dog food and I just cover it up so it thinks it's getting something discreet and hidden. You know, see I got a little container from Ross, real cheap. All right, and so this is what I have found to be the most effective for catching mice. Apparently, Alexandria, Virginia is a highly inundated area for mice. Didn't know that. And learned something new because I've owned a condo here for over 8 years. Never had any infestation problems whatsoever. So, yeah, and I've rented places, never had any beforehand because I've been in this area for about 10 years, 12 years, something like that. So, needless to say, if you want to catch a mouse, that's how you do it. People say, well, how do you keep mice out of your house? Sometimes you just can't unless you built the house yourself and you make sure everything was closed off and you watch your people when they built it. Because I've heard that new built homes are even worse. So, you know, it's just during certain times of the year they come. The best thing you can do is do your part by trying to keep all food items put away. Trying to ensure that all your spaces are closed off where they have no entry points. Trying to make sure your screen doors are closed, because that's my problem too, is my screen door does not close completely. So if I leave my front door open for the dog to watch me while I do yard work, they could be coming in through there because the dog clearly doesn't stop them. So, you know, all these little things you can do to try to eliminate some of the infestations or pest headaches is simply that, and cleaning up behind them. So then, because the reason why you want to clean up too, one is not just the contaminant part, but it helps you to be able to track if you're actually killing them all and where you're at in the stage of that infestation. Because I noticed, I was like, okay, it's way less droppings than I saw last time. So that tells me that more than likely, I'm probably catching most of them. And we, you know, should be heading towards the end of this thing. It's the hopes, you know. So just wanted to give y'all heads up. So if you see those little black dots, little black drop-ins, look like little pieces of dirt, it might not be dirt. It might be a mouse, y'all. So giving y'all heads up, because I thought it was little dirt in my dog's food bowl. So, oh, that's the other thing. If you have cats or dogs or anything, put their food out during certain times of the day. Let them eat. And then before you go to bed, put their food away. That's what I do. feel like that has helped drastically with keeping a lot of it down and being able to catch the ones that are here. Now, I was like, y'all, well, how do I get rid of these things? How long does it take? Like, asking all these viable questions. And so, of course, y'all know me, did my research to see how long does it take, etc. And mice can actually continue to have babies like every, I think it's like every 10 weeks or 6 weeks or something. And then on top of it, at 6 weeks old, one of the pups can actually have babies. So, needless to say, infestation can be a serious problem, y'all. So, with that said, my biggest suggestion is to get help. Sorry. If you notice any little droplings, anything at all, get on it immediately and try to figure out the source of where they're coming from. So you can close that off. And then what I'm in now is the phase of catching whatever is left in the house, y'all. So, I know people don't like talking about this kind of stuff because they assume it means, oh, you dirty, you XYZ. That ain't true, y'all. Mice are just like any other living thing. They search for food, water, and shelter. Okay? And warmth. Warmth, because they don't like to be out in the cold. So you can't always control what decides it's going to move in with you and nest with you. But you can mitigate it by doing your part to keep your house up to par. And unfortunately, when you buy a home, you take on these type of problems that came from the previous people who lived there before you. And that's just something out of your control. So all you can do is grin and bear it and try to mitigate the issue. So that's where we at, y'all. That's what's going on. I wanted to share that little hack with y'all because that is what I have found to be most effective for these little rodents is peanut butter on the snap traps. Unfortunately, I hate to have to snap and kill the little animal, but it's either me or them, y'all, because we can't live together. We just can't. So that's what it is. And I just wanted to share that experience with y'all. Sorry, y'all, I'm sweeping. That's why I'm moving around and stuff. Because I'm literally sweeping the floors. Oh, and they climb up my curtains too, y'all, to the windows for some reason. No food up there. Not sure why. Everything's been wiped down. But they do it. And yeah. You can see less and less of these little droppings, which is always good. To keep from dealing with that. So yeah, I just want to share that little tip and trick with y'all. So if you find yourself having little rodents, get you some snap traps and peanut butter. Solves the problem. All right, stay positive, keep positive energy around you, be a positive impact on the world, and positively infect someone's life so that it may be better. All right, take care, y'all.